Hello, this is In the Dugout, and welcome back to another episode of the Club Core. Final Whistle. In this episode, we're covering Yeovil Town. Yeovil Town Football Club are a side currently playing in the 4th tier of English football, the Sky Bet League 2, following relegation from League 1 at the end of the 2014-15 season, finishing bottom of the table and losing more than half of their games. Nicknamed the Glovers, Yeovil were founded in 1890 as Yeovil Football Club, then 5 years later became Yeovil Casuals FC. Spending its pre-First World War years in the Somerset Senior League, the Dorset District League and the Wiltshire League, the name Yeovil Town was adopted in 1907, but in 1914 the club merged with Petters United to become Yeovil and Petters United. The club joined the Southern League in 1922 and wouldn't revert back to their name Yeovil Town until after the Second World War, and the league resumed in 1946. In 2003 the club reached the Football League for the first time in their history. Then 2 years later the Glovers were promoted to League 1 and consolidated their position in the 3rd tier before winning promotion to the Championship in 2013, their highest league position. However, only one season was spent in the 2nd division before Yeovil suffered 2 consecutive relegations, putting them back in League 2 for the first time in 10 years. Based in their namesake town in Somerset, Yeovil started out at the Pen Mill Athletic Ground, but the merge with Petters United coincided with a move to the Hewish Athletic Ground in 1920. The recognisable slope of the ground was a prevention for entry to the Football League, and with maintenance costs increasing, Yeovil eventually left in 1990 and moved into their current home, Hewish Park. The word Hewish comes from the Old English word for a group of horses, or a household, and was borrowed from the name of the suburb in the town, and the new ground was named as such in remembrance of the 70 years spent at the Hewish Athletic Ground. Holding 9,565 people, with 5,212 seated, Hewish Park was the 12th largest stadium in last season's League 2 campaign. Yeovil's current badge was adopted in 1991, though it is a colorised version of one introduced in 1985, and is loosely based on the coat of arms of the town. The badge consists of a green shield with a gold outline supported by 2 gold lions. Within the shield is a white figure holding a medallion beneath a gold canopy, with 2 white croziers on either side surmounted by gold crowns, as well as the motto "Achieved by Unity" written in green on a yellow banner beneath the shield. The figure at the shield's centre is St John the Baptist, with both him and the canopy serving as the basis for the town seal for over 700 years, representing the influence of the church over the town during the reign of Empress Matilda, daughter of Henry I and claimant to the throne during the civil war known as the Anarchy, contested between her and her cousin Stephen, who had been coronated first while she was in France, despite Henry naming her as his heir after his son William died in a shipwreck. She placed the Saxon freemen under the protection of the parish church, hence the choice of symbolism for John the Baptist. The 2 croziers represent the Covenant of Sion, conferred the lordship of the borough of Yeovil by Henry V, and the bishopric of Bath and Wells, whose diocese resides in Yeovil. The 2 crowns symbolise Empress Matilda and King John, who granted the town its first market charter in 1205. The medallion displays St John's Holy Lamb to signify his martyrdom, while the 2 gold lions are those of the Earls of Arundel, and the motto, while not coming from the original crest, speaks for itself. Their nickname as the Glovers emerged from the history of glove-making in the town, which served as the centre of industry during the 18th and 19th centuries. Throughout their entire history, Yeovil have worn green and white when at home, though in a number of different patterns. The merge with Petters United, who wore amber and black stripes, did not alter this shade. The home kit from last season didn't buck the trend and was chosen by fans in an online poll. The kit features a green and white hooped shirt with dark green bars separating each hoop, with a green collar displaying a white trim as well as black shoulders. The shorts were green with black bars down the thighs and a black trim above the knee, while the socks were white with a green hoop over the shin, bordered by 2 thinner green hoops. The away kit, meanwhile, had yellow and green hoops on the shirt, with the green hoops separated by thinner yellow and green hoops, with a green collar and trim to the sleeves, yellow shorts with a green bar down the thighs, and yellow socks with green hoops. These kits are currently produced by Sondico, a sub-brand of British retailer Sports Direct, and have been since 2013. The Glovers are currently managed by Englishman Darren Way, who took over the club in December 2015 after Paul Sturrock was sacked. He was placed in interim charge with Yeovil bottom of the League Two table and not having won in 12 matches, and was given the permanent job on New Year's Day 2016, then went on to guide Yeovil to Football League safety by April, bringing them from the brink of non-league football to being 14 points clear of the drop zone. This season had a strong start for the Glovers, but a weak second half of the campaign, with just 3 wins from their final 27 games, seeing Way's side slip from playoff contention to a 20th place finish. Since Somerset isn't a county with many big football teams, Yeovil have largely been devoid of local rivals. Their strongest traditional rivalry is with non-league Weymouth, dating back to Yeovil's days outside of the Football League, but the two clubs have moved in opposite directions in the English football pyramid in recent years, and haven't met in a competitive match since the 1990s. Hereford United also served as a rival before they dissolved in 2014, with both teams evenly matched in their non-league era. Bristol City of the Championship, League One's Bristol Rovers, and now League Two side Swindon Town all serve as rivals to Yeovil in West Country derbies. Yeovil's honours come from both Football League and non-league competitions, winning the League Two title in 2005, the Football Conference in 2003, 2 Isthmian League titles and 3 Southern League titles, as well as the 2002 FA Trophy, beating Stevenage Borough 2-0 in the final. The club did gain a reputation as a giant killer in cup competitions, especially after knocking out Sunderland in the 4th round of the FA Cup in 1949 by a 2-1 scoreline, although they were defeated 8-0 in the following round by Manchester United. Famous Yeovil fans include politician Paddy Ashdown, actors Trevor Peacock, Nick Berry and James Purefoy, and comedian and musician Richard Diggins. Yeovil Town serve as a symbol of what hard work can achieve, standing as a Football League team in Somerset and causing numerous upsets at both grounds to bear the name Hewish, places Yeovil on the shoulders of giants. The gloves are off when facing this side, and the teams won't be walking away hand in hand. While staying in the Football League proved a baptism of fire, by all that is holy, Yeovil pulled through, but more challenges lie ahead. Still, the Glovers will pick up the gauntlets and take on these tests, and the teams they will face vary greatly, with the Football League acting as a broad church. Thanks for watching. This has been Chris from In the Dugout. This rounds off the 2016-17 season, starting off with Accrington Stanley and ending with Yeovil Town. Tune in for the next episode of the Club Core, where we shall be covering the first of 2 teams to be promoted from the National League, in the form of Forest Green Rovers. Until then, farewell.